Bowl 55. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. Remember, 0-16 3 seasons ago, 6-10 in 2019, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
And don't you just have to applaud and recognize this fan base that's been so great and so loyal for so long, desperate for a winner, because you have to go back to 1964. And we all remember that performance in the win against New England. What a game that was. Nick Foles, the backup quarterback, throwing for 373 yards and becoming the MVP in that game. Remember the Philly special or Philly, depending on how you want to title that play. One of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back, and they're trying to make it another Super Bowl win in their last 4 years.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Scott, he'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improv.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's up how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between running score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Browns, nothing.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, pressure and try and put it in the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
taken down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end.
Mayfield's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Kareem Hunt.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Browns have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Scott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Warren Jr. That's good.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
First and 10.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Johnson now returning. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
3rd and 4.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mayfield on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
10. Browns 7.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield, and he completes it to Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
For the point after.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Scott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
14. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd and 1.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. This is fielded at the 27. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Hurts. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he's got this down to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Scott had a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17 all.
17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Makes the score Eagles.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Carlson able to put this one through. Good. And that will knock things up. Offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 37. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 9 yards to go.
On third down, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
On the play.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
We've been in enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear a special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear every...
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Eagles are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Brought down. Right.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Second down. Here's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager.
Hurts.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And again, it's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to Greg
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Boston Scott.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 30, Browns 20.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's going to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Jump. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 41, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Brandon, unfortunately, opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
A loss of 6 yards.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And 7.
Mayfield to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Is good. Makes the score Eagles 30.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They go again with Scott. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Scott, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from it. It's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hurts toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Jake Elliott on for the...
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. And the old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 41-yard line.
Now Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield now. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup.
Mayfield with it once more. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
19-yard line.
From from the red zone now. Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run for it. Jump. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard. Shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Scott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Flacco looking for his first toss. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves him with third and still 9 to go. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here we go on fourth down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.